and welcome everybody to the fifth class of the Resistance is Futile series. We're going to get pretty fired up today, so I'm really excited about class. Make sure you've got your band, obviously, and today you might need a pillow for your knees and for the back of your head as well. So just grab anything that's going to make your life more comfortable, get yourself some water, set up your space for success, and I will see you on the mat in a second. Don't go anywhere, let's get this done. I'm so good. I'm very happy to see you guys. Guys, it's time, so we could get going. I think there are two more people booked in, so if I get you going, and then if I see something like binging on my screen, then I'm just gonna quickly pop in and obviously add them in. But we're gonna start lying down actually, obviously with your bands. So I'll kind of get you guys going, but I'll just keep an eye on the screen as and when people kind of come in. And mute all. And we are lying down. Okay. Cool. All right, guys. So we're going to start. It might seem gentle, but it's going to ramp up pretty quickly, okay? So just take it easy. If you need to take breaks, take breaks. If there's any other moves you feel like your body needs to add in, then please feel free to add that in. Your body is a lot more intelligent than I am. So we're going to take our band and we're going to first take our left foot underneath the band. And we're going to come into a gentle hamstring stretch. So stretching in the morning, you don't usually want to go as deep as you might be going at the end of the day when your muscles are warmer. So we're literally just going to keep the heel pointing up towards the sky, and we're going to start to draw a little circle with our heel on the ceiling. Exactly. So the leg is pretty much extended. And I'd like you to try and find a little bit more muscular activation through the entire left leg. So you could think I'm squeezing my kneecap up, I'm driving my heel up towards the sky, I'm pulling my toes back towards my shin. So my leg is really strong. Good. Keep going, guys. 5 more. Perfect. Let's start to breathe with the movement now. So any breath that suits you. A nice conscious inhale, a nice big exhale. Welcome, Melissa. We're just lying on our back with the band underneath our foot. Last 2 in this direction. And then, guys, we're going to reverse our direction. Starting to make the size of the circle a little bit bigger now. But as you all know, we're keeping the rest of our body stable. So I'm not going to let my right foot do anything funky. I'm not going to let my right knee do anything funky. And I'm going to keep the back of my pelvis nice and steady on the ground. Bringing your awareness to your pelvic stability. Last 3, starting to make the circle even bigger now. Very nice, guys. 2. And final 1. Beautiful job. Let's keep that left foot reaching up towards the sky. I'd like you to take the band separated, so each hand is going to be holding onto one end of the band, and you're going to pull the band down towards the floor. Okay, so the pinky finger is closest towards the floor. You're pulling down. Collarbones are really open and wide, and then I'd like you to draw your rib cage into the floor. Lengthen through the back of your neck. Charge that left heel, magnetize it up towards the ceiling. And then I'd like you to see if you could lift your right leg and reach it up towards the sky here for me. Yes, exactly. So right leg is now also reaching up towards the ceiling. Flex into that right foot. Take an inhale for me. And as you exhale, slowly lower the right leg down as far as you're able for this morning, and then all the way back up again. Going for 8. So things escalated pretty quickly. Watch the back of your neck. Make sure that you don't start to extend into the neck. So keep your chin down towards the throat. And start to think about the muscles between your 2 shoulder blades. That's where we're holding the band from. Yeah? 6. Looking beautiful. And 5. Very nice. And 4. And up. and 3, and up. Strong through the back of those arms, 2, and up. Last time, down and up. Now place the right foot into the band as well, both feet underneath the band. Bring your hands together now, so you're holding onto both edges of the band with both hands. So nice and easy grip there. Well done. All right, so both edges of the band together, glue your legs together, and we're going to start to draw a circle with both legs on the ceiling at the same time. So the band is helping you out here. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. So, I mean, the band should kind of be helping you in some ways, hindering you in others. Try and get a sense of the back of your pelvis. So get to know the back of your pelvis. It's almost like a circle. And you're exploring the circumference of the back of your pelvis on the ground as you draw these circles. There's no harm in seeing if you can get your tail to lift off of the ground to really reach the top 12 o'clock of your pelvis. Yeah? So if you could, start to lift your little booty off of the ground as your legs reach the top. Oh, hello. Very nice. Going for 4 more. Try and soften the fronts of the shoulders. Yeah, nice, Claire. 3. And 2. Maybe an exhale on the lift of those legs or the lift of the booty. And reverse a Rooney, opposite way. The good news about abdominal work is if you giggle, you're just going to get more abdominal work. So laughing is definitely encouraged, especially deep belly laughing. Keep trying to lift your booty off of the ground at 12 o'clock. Last 3. Keeping the back of the neck long and the shoulders nice and chilled. And last time. Bring those feet back to center. All right, and we're going to literally repeat what we just did on the other side. So first, you're going to take your left foot all the way back down to the floor so you can stretch that right hamstring. Yeah? So the band is underneath your right foot, and you're going to literally draw the circles now with your right heel on the ceiling. Nice. Your right hammy should already be a little bit warm, but still feel those nuances. Imagine that the circle is really coming from deep within the ball and socket joints of your hip. Visualize that joint and making the circle maybe a little bit bigger now, keeping the pelvis nice and stable. And let's reverse direction, opposite way. See if you can use your lower abdominal muscles to get even more stability in your pelvis, so we're not moving in the pelvis at all. Looking good. Slowing it right down for 3 and 2. Good. And last time. Very nice. Keep that right foot reaching up towards the sky. You're going to separate the band. Pinky fingers are going to pull down towards the floor. At least that's the direction of the pull. Okay, so I'm pulling my arms down towards the ground. The pinkies are closest to the floor. Left leg is going to reach up. So 2 legs up towards the sky. Tuck the chin, and we're going to slowly lower left leg down and up. So I like to exhale down and inhale up. Nice, everyone. Looking awesome. Exhaling down, inhaling up. There's a constant isometric contraction happening in your postural muscles of your back. So think about the back of your arms. Keep the wrists long. Try not to let the wrists break. Going for 6 and 5. Keep the back of the neck long, chin tucked. 4. Pelvis is steady. 3 and 2, and last time. Very nice. Now from here, keep both legs reaching up towards the sky. Take your right foot out of the band, reach the band up towards the ceiling still though. So the band is now doing its own thing. Your feet are now free, okay? From here, keep the legs reaching up towards the sky. Reach your band up overhead so the arms are in line with your ears. And once they're in line with your ears, guys, you're going to pull into the band. Okay, so pull the band apart, draw your rib cage down, and then bring the arms back together. Keep them up overhead. So I'm going to pull into the band, and then I'm going to slowly bring my arms back together. If you want more tension, just bring your hands closer towards one another. Yes. Tabletop is always there for you. If you could start to add in a leg movement, I'm going to pull and lower one leg down, and slowly bring the hands back together, lift that leg back up. And I'm going to alternate from leg to leg. If you're in tabletop, you could always go for a single leg stretch option. So you're sending one leg forward. It's going to be just as challenging as the scissor. Let's go for maybe 8 here. I just want to take a look at you. Guys, you look amazing. If you want to go beast mode on me, you can go for the double leg lower. Don't expect to get those legs parallel to the floor though. Okay, I really want your lower back to stay stable for me. Or for you. Okay, probably got about 4 to go. Whatever you're doing, the back of your neck is staying long and your ribs are staying tucked down. Looking good. Last 2. Nice, very nice everyone. And last one, keep it strong. Down and up, and then you place your feet on the ground. Let them have a little windscreen wipe. Well done everyone. Really, really good job. Okay, so for the next one, we're going to come into a little bit of flexion with a bit of core compression. So a crucial element for this next little bit is your arm positioning. So take a look at this just for a second. I'm going to come up into flexion, and then I want to think about kind of supermaning my arms forward. So I'm pushing my arms into my thighs, and then I'm going to bring one knee in towards my chest. So I want to resist my leg with the power of my arms, and then actually I'm going to stay up, and we're going to march 10 times. Okay, so it's going to be up into flexion, march 10 times, come back down. We'll repeat it twice. Okay, my feet are on the ground. All right, so inhale at the bottom, exhale, come up into flexion. Hold it there. Now breathe at your own pace. You're going to bring one knee in, resist it with those shoulders, and then take the foot down. Bring the other knee in, take the foot down. Keep breathing. So I would exhale as the knee comes in, inhale as the foot goes down. That's it. As I bring that knee in, I want to draw my belly button in towards the ground. 5. That's it. 4. Exactly. 3. Bring that knee in super close. 2. Good. 1. Take it all the way down. Head to the floor. Prepare again. We're coming back up in a second. Inhale. Exhale. Bring it up. Squeeze the shoulder blades down and let's go. One knee in. Take it down. Other knee in. Belly to spine. Good. Take it down. And 8. And 7. Good. Keep the knees relatively pointing up towards the sky. So my non-moving knee isn't floating out to the side. 5. 4. Belly to spine, belly to spine. Get that deep abdominal connection. 2. Good. And 1. And down. Take a breather. Amazing. Okay, so for those of you that maybe get a little bit tired in tabletop, this version that we literally just did is going to be there for you, as I'm going to scale it up a smidge, okay? But the cool news about the upscaling is we get to keep our head on the floor. So I'm going to take my legs into tabletop position, and I'm going to take the band a little lower this time. So my arms are going to be straight, okay, so my elbows are straight. If I don't, my neck is going to tense up too much. So I need to straighten out my arms, squeeze my shoulder blades down, and then I'm going to try and bring one knee in, reach the opposite leg long. Yeah, if you want more tension on the band, just make that happen for yourself, okay? So one knee in, opposite leg long. One knee in, opposite leg long. Let's go when you're ready. One knee in, opposite leg long for 10. 9. Very nice. Constant tension. Keep the wrists long. 8. Good. Wrists nice and long. 7. Yes, exactly. 6. Belly to spine. 5. Squeeze those shoulder blades down. 4. Almost there. Dig deep, dig deep. 3. And 2. And last one. Awesome. Pop those feet to the ground. So good. You guys are rocking it. This stuff, I'm telling you, it makes you crazy strong, okay? It makes you so strong. All right, so we're going to take it up a little more. Yay! But again, if this little bit feels too much, stick with any of the previous versions, okay? So it's going to involve 2 legs straight up. And again, I'm going to take the band down there. All right? So I'm pushing into my thighs already from the get-go. This is tough. And then I'm going to see if I can lift my butt off of the ground, take my tailbone back. So the movement is pretty small, but it's super deep, okay? So I'm trying to lift my tail 0.5 millimeter off of the ground into the resistance of the band. When you're ready, let's go for 10. Again, if it feels too much, you could bend the knees. You'll get just as much work done. Keep going. 8. Nice. 7. So as you bring your bum off the floor, pull your belly to your spine. 6. 5. So keep the legs together. 4. Keep those inner thighs together. 3. 2. Nice. Last one. And take it down. Well done, everyone. I hope you feel your lower abdominals. I really do. All right, let's come up. We're going to change the situation a little, coming off of our back. And we're going to spend a little bit of time on our wrists. So if you need a break from it, just come off of them. All right, but we're going to take the band behind our shoulder blades. Kind of like this. So, if you're like drying in the back of your shoulders, your back with a towel, that kind of thing. The band's going to go on the insides of my hands, and then I'm going to put my hands on the ground. If it feels a little bit awkward, you can always wrap the band around your hands so you get a little bit more contact with it, okay? And then we're here. Nice. All right. So that looks good. That looks good. That looks good. That looks good. So this is wonderful. I want you to try now, guys, to find a neutral spine in your lower back for me. Okay? So navigate your way towards a neutral. I love it. Just the little wiggles of the bums happening. That's so cool. And then please can you try and get all 10 toes to touch the mat. So what I mean, it is the top of your toes, but you might notice that you roll to the big toe edge or you roll to the pinky toe edges of your feet. Can you find the pinky toe edges and the big toe edges of both feet? Yeah? Keep that there. And then I want you to breathe into the band. So as you take an inhale, I want you to literally try and feel that band stretch behind your thoracic spine. The cool thing about this is that as you take your inhale, you'll notice the backward expansion and the sideways expansion of your rib cage as you breathe in, highlighting at least 2 dimensions of your 3-dimensional inhale. Alright, now the next time you take your breath in, you're going to push the floor away and come into a cat stretch. So you're filling up the space that is being resisted by the band. Breathe into the back of your lungs. Keep all 10 toes on the mat. And then bring yourself back into neutral. As you come into neutral, lengthen through the crown of your head. And then again, on your next inhale, when it comes naturally, round into the spine. Feel the space between your shoulder blades fill up. And then coming out of it back into your neutral. As you find your neutral, you're lengthening through the crown. Go for 2 more. I just want to take a look at you. Yes. Good. Just watch that you don't let your lower back arch as you come back into your neutral. Last time. Beautiful. Now keeping the hands on the floor, or keeping the knees on the floor rather, you're going to let your left arm reach up towards the sky. The band is going to assist you in that opening. So reach the left arm up towards the sky. Hold it there for me. And then I'd like you to just glance down towards your right hand. Notice where your right shoulder is in relation to that wrist. See if you can get your shoulder on top of your wrist. And then reach up even higher through the top arm. Good, just notice the difference. And can you get all 10 toes onto the mat there for me? Good, and then take the left hand down. Same on the right. So tiny little adjustments. Reach the right arm up. For me, I always have to check where my left shoulder is. Bring it forward. That gets the shakes going. Reach the right arm up. And then my right foot wants to roll in the whole time. So I need to bring that pinky back to the mat. And then down. Let's go for 1 more on each side. Right hand down. Left arm up. Good. Check those shoulders. Nice corrections, everyone. Reach. And down. Last time. Left arm down. Right arm up. Taking at least 2 breaths in. And then bring yourself all the way down. Okay, see if you can hang out here for a little bit longer. You're going to reach your left arm forward now. And then see if you can reach your right leg back. So coming into your kind of traditional Superman. And then you're going to bring your elbow in towards your knee. And then you're going to stretch and reach. Okay, keeping that right shoulder above the right wrist. And reach. I want you to always feel as if you're filling up that band behind you. So you're never kind of sinking your heart towards the floor. You're lifting your heart up and back into the band behind you. Just gonna go take a look at you. 3 more. Looking good, guys. 2. Your arms should be on fire. Last 1. Take it down. Other side, straight away. Right arm forward, left leg back. And elbow to knee. Nice and slow. You're always filling that band behind you. Lift your heart towards the band. Good. Amazing job. Just try not to let your head hang. So you're gazing to the horizon. 4 more. Find your tummy. 3. Amazing, everyone. Last 2. And 1. Stunning. Take it down and bring yourself all the way up into kneeling. So we're coming into just like a normal kneeling position. Now, we're going to be on our knees for a little while now. So if you do like to have a pillow for the knees, then grab it, yeah? But otherwise, we're taking the band into a different position now. So for this, just because I get tired of holding on to the thing, and I'm sure you do as well, I usually wrap my hands into the band so that I can give my fingers a bit of a rest. So that's always there for you if you need it, okay? All right, so from here, we're going to reach our arms up towards the sky. And once you're here, I just want you to specifically check in with those ribs. So just watch that you're not going to flare here. For me, close it down. So finding your tummy. All 10 toes on the ground behind you. And then literally, guys, we're just going to side bend. So we're going to come up and over to the right if you're mirroring me. Left arm's pulling it, right arm's pulling down. And then slowly bring yourself up. Other side, coming down. So what I want you to start to feel here is that you've got a couple of choices in terms of your thinking. I could think about my bottom arm pulling down, which is probably where we're mostly at, but think about your top arm reaching up instead. So up, energy lifting you. Okay, and you'll get a little bit more stretch through muscles called your lats on the sides of your body. So energy going up, but keeping the rib cage closed. 2. Good. And 1. Nice. Bring it back through center. Take it down. Now, we're going to extend. Right leg out long. Try and get the blade of that pinky toe on the floor. If it's not happening, don't fret. I'm going to tuck the toes of my back foot under. So my toes are now tucked under on my back foot. I'm going to take my hands with the band to the ground. Cool. Okay, if you come to John's class, he does the stretch pretty often. So we're going to come back, leaning our bum onto our heel, and then forward. It's a little bit of an inner thigh stretch happening. Quite a big stretch for the outside of that right ankle. Good. Go for 4 more. So here, guys, if you're thinking about spinal positioning, a little bit of an arch into the lower back is going to give you more inner thigh. Okay. 2. So an anterior pelvic tilt. Last one, bring yourself forwards and hold. Okay, stay right there. Now, you're going to keep your left hand on the ground, and guess what we're going to do with our right hand? We're going to pull up towards the ceiling and then slowly come down. Ha 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 ha. Exactly. And pull up on an exhale, ideally, and back, and pull and back, keeping the blade of that pinky toe edge of your right foot on the floor. 3. Very nice. 2. Last one. Pull. Bring it to center now, guys, and come up. Ha 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 ha. Yes. Okay. Rotate towards the long outstretched leg. Close your ribs. Lengthen your tailbone down towards the ground and pull those arms apart. Lengthen through the crown of your head and then release. Keep your rotation. Pull 5 more times. Pull. And release. Amazing. And pull. And release. And pull. And release. Can we go for 2? Counting on a Monday, not the best. And last time. Exhale, pull. Bring back to center and face forwards again. Give those arms a moment. Shake, shake, shake. Great job. All right, we're staying in this position. Hopefully it's comfortably uncomfortable. Reach the arms up. Okay, guys, no back bends, please. Close it down. And we're going to start to flirt with this kind of mermaid situation. Again, I'm thinking about the top arm reaching up, and then I'm going to bring myself back. And then maybe I can go the opposite direction as well. Hey, hey, nice stretch. Bring it to center, close the ribs, and side bend. Bring it up, use those obliques, and beautiful stretch. And squeeze your bum for me, close the ribs, and find that max depth. Bottom arm can pull. Yes. So ideally, in this bottom moment, you're feeling core. Core, 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 core. Go for 2 more. Nice. And again, if you want to add an extra pull, if you want to add anything in, go for it. Last time. Pull. Bring it back. Take those arms forward. This is a bit of a strange position. We're going to rotate our hands towards the bent knee side. Okay? All right. Untuck the toes of that back foot. You might need to move your hands a smidge further forward and lift your back foot off of the ground for me. Yes, you guys are awesome. Okay, so Alessia, I think for you, your front knee is a bit too bent, so you need to get on top of that front knee. Exactly. Okay, close your ribs. Right hand pulls up across your chest. Lift the right leg a little higher. Good. Keep that height. So height in that long leg. 8. And slowly back. And 7. Lift the leg higher. Get it longer. And 5. Almost there, guys. And 4, although don't trust me when I say that. And 3. And 2. Keep that height in that long leg. And last time, exhale, pull. Well done. Bring it in and come back up into your kneeling position. Now just a little bit of fun, okay? Slide the long leg in. Okay, so your foot is now flat on the ground, your knee is now bent, and you're going to close down into those ribs. Lift up the heel of your front foot. And your band is always there for you to kind of hold on to as a little bit of resistance. But see if you can start to play around with lifting that foot off of the ground and balancing. Woo-hoo-hoo. Try and get a 10-second hold. Yes, 5, 4, 3. Oh, I'm going down. 2, 1. Great job. Okay, so that does seem like it's absolutely nuts, but it's one of the best things you can do for your hip. It's called joint centration. Let's take it over to the other side. Hopefully I can remember all of that. Okay, so left leg extended out long, and first things first, we're going to take our hands down to the ground. Nice starting point. Okay, tucking the toes of the right foot under, blade or the knife's edge of the pinky toe of your left foot on the mat ideally, and then you're going to start to rock your bum back and then rock yourself forwards. Nice. Again, anterior pelvic tilt or an arched lower back is going to give you a little bit more in your inner thigh stretch, especially when you pull your bun back to your heel. Okay. Yes, exactly. So try and avoid rounding into the lower back as you pull your bum to your heel. Last 3. And 2. And last 1. And we take ourselves forwards. Again, guys, just making sure that the band is set up for success in your hands. I'm taking my hands forward. My right hand is going to stay on the ground. I'm going to close down my ribs from that anterior pelvic tilt. So I want to lengthen the tail towards the wall behind me. And I'm going to pull my left arm up, rotating, keeping the pinky toe edge of that left foot on the ground, and slowly come down. Nice. Exhale, pull. Good. Slowly come down. The hand that's on the ground, turn the fingers slightly out the way. Yeah, so if it is your right hand on the ground, you're going to turn your index finger of your right hand to about 2 o'clock to get a little bit more external rotation through that shoulder. Yes. 5. And 4. Good. 3. Push your left foot into the floor. 2. So you're probably going to do lots of pushing this week, push-ups and yoga and all that on the ground. So we got to pull. Last time. Take that arm down and bring yourself up into this high position. Good. Reach the arms forward. Close down the ribs. You can untuck the toes of the back foot if that's more comfy for you, and you rotate towards the long leg. Squeeze the shoulder blades down. Let's go for 5 to 8 pulls here, depending on your pace. Good. Exactly. So the band is going to cut you at your heart. Don't pull too high for me. Yeah, exactly. So almost, I'm going to say it over the nipple line. That's kind of where you want to be pulling. 3. I'm like desensitizing the more anatomy I learn, guys. 2. And last one. Pull. Very, very nice. Bring it back to center. Shaky, shaky, shaky. Okay, stay with me. We're focusing on obliques, yeah? So we're coming up. And we're going to make sure we close down the ribs. Yeah, so no back bending. But we're going to lengthen up through the crown of the head, and we're going to squeeze our butt cheek on that left glute, okay? So we don't end up breaking at the hip. Close. And then start to flirt with gravity, and then bring yourself back up. You can side bend the opposite direction as well for that nice stretch. Exactly. And again, thinking about energy going up rather than energy going down. That's going to help you. And so finding that side-to-side sway in the rib cage over a stable platform that is your pelvis. Exactly, guys. And adding in the little pulls as you wish, Let's say 5 more. Good, very nice. 4. Keeping that right glute active. 3. Looking so good. 2. All of you, really, you look amazing. And last time. Oh, that feels so good. And up. All right, so this is where we go into that weird kind of wonky, almost plank kind of situation. So we're going to take our hands down towards the bent knee side onto the floor. And you want to have those hands kind of far forward so that you can bring your shoulders over your wrists, and that long leg is going to lift off the floor. Yeah? Amazing. Well done. So let's maybe try this time to find the height of the long leg first. Let's lift that long leg really high, and then think about closing your rib cage to pelvis connection, lengthening through the lower back. And that might allow you to find your glutes on that left leg a little bit more. And then we are going to pull up. So the band is going to cross you again over your heart, and then slowly down. That slow release is probably more important than the pull. And up. Good. And slowly down, feeling the obliques again. And up. Good. Try and get a little bit more height through that long leg. A little bit more closure through the ribs. Can you lengthen your tailbone towards the heel of your long leg? Can we go for 5? Your postural muscles are going to thank you for this. 4. Looking great. 3. Almost there. 2. And absolute final 1. Exhale, pull. Beautiful. Pop that long foot, that long leg's foot on the ground. Bring yourself all the way up. Nice. Slide in, or slide that foot in towards your body. I mean, you could use your band here just to kind of pretend you're holding on to something. And let's start to play around with that joint centration. So I'm squeezing again through my right glute, and I'm going to see if I can flirt with taking that foot off of the ground. Hey, hey, hey. So this is a huge amount of proprioception and stability challenge purely for the hip, that right hip of yours. It's a great way of training your hip stability. You guys are way more stable than me on this side. As soon as I said it, everyone was like, whoa. I'm going for 3, 2, 1. Oh, well done. Take it down. Ooh, shake it out. Amazing. Let's lie down again. So literally 4 minutes here. Pop your band down somewhere. You can get rid of it. And let's just take our feet flat to the floor, hands relaxed down alongside our body with the palms facing up. So give your collarbones a chance to get really broad. Lengthen through the back of your neck. And find a neutral spine for me. So you might like to inhale and arch into your lower back. And exhale to tuck and round into your lower back, pressing it into the floor. Again, inhaling to arch into the lower back. Exhaling to tuck and round. Turning this movement into a bridge, a really slow, mindful bridge. So we're going to tuck, lengthen through the tail, pick up the pelvis, find a bridge, keeping the ribs super, super, super relaxed. Inhale at the top. And on your exhale, it's a lengthening articulation of the spine down, so you're finding space between each vertebra, attempting to get taller as you lay your spine down on the mat. And just keep going with that at your own pace, really slow, really mindful. Really trying your best to soften as much as possible through the front of your chest. Finding that melting sensation for the spine to come back to the ground. Going for about 4 more here. If you feel you want to add in anything else, please feel free to do so. If you want to reach the arms up overhead to get a little bit more stretch, that's quite nice as well. But whatever your body is calling for right now. Relaxing the jaw, the cheeks. Connecting all 10 toes to the mat. Taking one more articulation. Once your spine has found the mat, hug your knees in nice and close towards your chest and take a little rock from side to side. So allowing yourself to almost massage your bum, your lower back as you do these little rocks. Keep on rocking from side to side for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Place your feet on the ground. Open your arms wide, east and west, and slowly take both knees over to the right hand side of your mat. If you want to, you can gaze over to the left. Relax the inner thigh of your right leg. Take 2 big deep breaths down into your lower abdomen, inhaling 3-dimensionally. Remember that 2-dimensional feeling from the band behind you earlier. Now just add in your tummy. On your next exhale, bring the knees up through center and take them over to the other side. Turning your gaze over to the right if that works for your neck. Relaxing the inner thigh of your left leg. Finding your 3-dimensional breath, keeping the shoulders soft and relaxed. last inhale here. And slowly bring the knees up through center. Gently hug them back in towards your chest and rock yourself up into seated. Guys, that is you done. So happy Monday. Good luck this week. You can do it.